Herbology class. Complete the spell lesson. Find 52 beans, 1 chocolate frog, 4 save game books, 1 secret wizard card, 1 secret area, and 50 house points, find 5 challenge stars, and encounter 51 enemies. You know, whatever happened to 11 chocolate frogs? Feels like we are missing 1 digit over there.
Welcome, class. I am Professor Sprout. Today we'll learn the Incendio spell, which is useful against all manner of dangerous plants. Observe the correct Incendio symbol. Hold down the mouse button and follow the pattern. Then release the button.
Okay, this is a abrupt beginning, but hello and welcome everyone to Let's Play Harry Potter and the terrible Incendio drawing. This is Olga, is 115 speaking. Whoa. Okay, this is gonna be tough to 100%. This was 97, really? Wow, okay.
First-rate Incendio, Mr. Potter.
No, that was not
5 points
first rate.
for Gryffindor.
Okay.
Try to go a little bit quicker this time.
Okay. Good thing is, if we mess up, I can just retry the recording from the get-go, not having lost any real progress, so that's something. Does the very first click count as an error? 99. Oh, okay. So, here we are, facing ourselves the Alohomora scenario.
Incendio for a first year. 10 points for Gryffindor.
Okay, I want perfect Incendio,
Try
please.
to go a little bit quicker this time.
Less talking, more spellcasting. Oh shoot, that did not look good. But we covered a lot more ground than before, so the chances are... See... Oh, this is nonsense, come on.
A first-rate Incendio, Mr. Potter.
One more chance.
15
Let's
points
do it.
for Gryffindor. Try to go a little bit quicker.
Come on,
this
we've been
time.
through Alohomora, we got this. Don't make it 99, please, please, please. Make it 100. Yes! Oh, final one!
Incendio! Splendid, Mr. Potter. You cast a perfect Incendio spell.
Thank you for the recognition.
20 points for Gryffindor.
Okay, let's see Slytherin. That's all I care about. We are 260, they are 286. Okay, the worst increase in points was, I think, roughly around the Flipendo challenge. It hasn't been quite as bad since, so that's something.
Now it's time for the Incendio challenge. Through the doors, Mr. Potter. I'll watch you from the balcony.
No, I wanna stay and write, just like Ron, Neville and Hermione. Why do I have to go through Death Gauntlet?
Those are spiky bushes. You may cast Incendio on them, but step back to avoid their needles.
Yeah, Harry, how about you not approach them like a complete doofus, okay? So, here, let's take cover. The thing about spiky bushes is that if you get too close, they'll fire the spikes, right? They'll fire a ring of spikes with kind of generous and large gaps in between.
Incendio!
But in general, the spikes, at least one of them is aimed towards you. And if you sidestep too much, you're just gonna hit the one next to it. Unless, of course, you're gonna keep a certain distance. Your effective casting range is much better than their shooting range, which is very appreciated. Now, whilst Professor Sprout is just watching this carnage, let's open a chest with the ultimate reward for this. I mean, this is the developers just, you know, having a little joke. Okay, 2 more to free up the Flipendo switch. Oh, no, gnomes! I haven't even had chance to save after casting Perfect Incendio. I don't want to summon the beans in case the gnome is going to collect them, although I don't think that's how it works. I don't want to find out now. Okay. We did it. Nothing's going to stop us. Oh, save game book, thank you so much. Now, interesting thing, this level is called Herbology class. The one after is called Incendio Challenge. But both are essentially Incendio Challenge. You have to collect 5 stars in this one and 3 stars in the other one to get 20 points for Gryffindor. I don't know why they split the level, probably some memory constraints, just like all Tomb Raider games. It's a bit irritating that it's split, but just in case you were wondering, it's 5 stars here, 3 in the next.
This is a typical species of venomous tentacula. Cast incendio to wilt it.
No, get rid of these things first. Okay, that was very close. We need at least one safe space to take cover from, okay? There are 4 corners like this, each with a chest with 4 beams, covered by 4 bushes. They really like the number 4 in this room. From this distance, we should be able to take care of all of them. Okay. Okay, that's so much better. This takes a while to mop up, but, you know, we are after all the beans. This is a 100% playthrough after all. Okay. Awesome. Threats eliminated, except for the venomous tentacula, but it's not really gonna do you any harm unless you approach it like a doofus. But I love that this variety is in a pot. It's kinda cute, really. Like some care has been given to it, you know? Even though the professor just teaches us how to cast magical fire, causing excruciating amount of pain.
Good work. Now collect the challenge stars to complete your lesson. Away you go.
I mean, maybe it's just put to sleep, but come on, it's called Incendio and it looks like blue fire. Anywho, we are on our way to the coolest secret in the game. First of all, 4 shelves with potted plants, which are absolutely adorable. Flipendo switch behind each, and then they sort of hop back, which is incredible. By the way, I love the range reins with a dragon foot holding a ball. I don't know what it's supposed to mean, but it's just... it screams wizardry to me. I love it. Oh, just observe this. This is incredible. The tree is gonna spin, revealing small wooden steps, leading into a small kingdom that belongs to 2 gnomes. And we're gonna invade it and shotgun them. This is like a liquor store holdup. Away with you. The moment you do that, a card is gonna appear here. How awesome is that? And with one of the coolest characters ever. My friends, you're not imagining it. This is in fact Newt's commander. Let's open Folio Magi. Let's see how Newt has changed over the years. Come on, he looks like a kindly old grandpa. He has a frog on his shoulder, not the bow truckle, unfortunately. Or that's how the guy he uses as a lockpick is called. Something along those lines, anyway. So born in 1897 and still alive in the present. He is ancient at this point. Celebrated author of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. This book was released somewhere roughly around 90s or early 2000s by Rowling, and Newt Scamander was presented as the author. So that kind of world building was already there, but it's quite the change from the handsome fella we're used in the Fantastic Beasts movies. Well, age has a tendency to do that. Okay, now let's jump onto the table to pick up a star. I mean, this is... look at this, just a miniature world. I would like to think that the cavern extends into the distance, it's just the boundaries of the level. Like there's a whole gnome kingdom in there, that's what I like to imagine anyway. Okay, let's open the door and save our game. New enemy introduction, and a lost Ravenclaw girl.
Those are attacking that poor tree.
You should worry about yourself.
That looks like a doxy.
Yeah, you know what they do?
Ouch!
That.
Doxy, sometimes mistaken for a fairy, nests in bushes and, if approached, will attempt to bite with its double rows of sharp, venomous teeth.
Okay, the girl is gone. Let's just turn around to see if we can still catch a glimpse of her running. The door didn't close, so where is the girl? Anyway, let's flip into this bastard. This, my friends, is not a Cornish pixie. I used to for the longest time think so, but this is a doxy. And playing Prisoner of the Azkaban game finally made it clear because there's a separate beast card.
But dangerous. I better not step on them.
If you wouldn't interrupt me, Harry, with one of the 3 sentences you have in this game. There's a different card for Cornish pixie and a different card for a doxy. And this is a doxy, okay? Which I always found really interesting. I don't think there's a mention of them anywhere in books. They're just in Harry Potter 1 and mentioned on a card in Prisoner of Azkaban. So anyway, as Harry said, you'd better not step on this if that wasn't obvious by the hellish moving roots and texture. But the tree is apparently under attack, which, given how it made a hole in the roof, is probably not a bad thing at all. But let's get rid of the vines. Oh, that noise, it's hellish. This will make them retract. Now, this is the first time we see vines like that, but not the final. Towards the end of the game, they're gonna be again. And yeah, they make this hellish noise, which... You know, if you had any doubt these are evil vines, well, your doubts are eliminated. As a reward, which I find really cute, the tree will lower its branches, allow you to collect goodies. This is adorable. I like this a lot. But you still have to jump across them to earn them. By the way, for the longest time, I had no idea you can flipendo these trees for beans. This was such a revelation to me. I only discovered this really a couple of years ago. Not in my days of childhood did I imagine that you can cast on these. They just look so ordinary and bland. Anyway, the more you know. 2 doxies. You can actually cast more flipendos, but it doesn't do any good. All it takes is 1. And a cauldron, unsurprisingly, with 3 beans. Now, the way we can tackle this room is sort of the intended way, but I kind of want to show you a really cool shortcut. So, let's go up these stairs. Ha! Really wanted to incend you. Then climb here. And then, essentially, you can just jump over here. You don't even have to touch the switch. But I'm totally gonna do it to be able to get back up. And you can fall here and the door's gonna close and you can continue. But this was not the intended way, so let me show you, okay, before we continue. Just, I thought it's really neat to show you that trick.
Incendio. Incendio.
Thank you, Harry. So instead, we were supposed to enter this elevator for it to take us back up, okay? And I really didn't want us to miss this elevator. It's just so neat to have an elevator inside a tree. And then you are essentially supposed to jump on this platform and here, but you can just make it here directly, so there's no point. Anyway, so that's the shortcut and the intended path shown. And on we go towards the end of, well, the first instance or level of the Incendio challenge. Oh, this sound used to terrify me. They just really want those beans. Thankfully, 3 gnomes... Oh, wait, no, that's the 4th one. I was about to say 3 gnomes is not the number I remember, but it seems to be clear. Now he was just stuck, poor guy. So, this opened the path over here, but before we do that, we have a couple of bushes to take care of. And in case you were ever wondering, having a bush spike hit a gnome does not incapacitate the gnome, okay? The game is not programmed that well. The spikes or thorns or however we call them just pass through the gnomes. They do not deal any damage. They do not stun them like a flipendo does. Anyway, an ornate chest. So looks like the standard golden chests we find everywhere, but it has these ornate gems encrusted on its edges. That pretty much always means it's gonna contain 8 beans, which... I might have to do an analysis later on, but I think it's the highest number of beans that can be in a single chest. Maybe there's more. I'm not entirely sure about that. Maybe you guys will already be able to correct me in the comments. Anyway, 6 more beans via cauldrons, and now, a kind of a neat use of Wingardium Leviosa. We're gonna apply pressure on a hydraulic mechanism to make what's supposed to be water... Oh, yeah, we could see the top of the water texture. Flow through the sprinkler system. But this way only 2 of the plants get the water, but if we trigger flipendo switch... Look at it, it's adorable. It's completely inefficient and wasteful, but it's just... it's so cute. I love the fact that in Herbology lessons the way to progress is looking after plants. They did this really well. And yeah, with that we will collect the 5th star, and I just paused the screen briefly. We find ourselves at the very end of the Herbology class. So my friends, we finish with 234 beans. We have 10 wizard cards and we have 260 points. Slytherin of course has 286. Now with that in mind, I'm gonna see you in Incendio Challenge, essentially just a continuation of this entire Incendio Challenge / Herbology class lesson. Again, the authors are not consistent with their nomenclature. But I'm gonna see you tomorrow, where we'll wrap up this challenge and prove mastery over Incendio. So I'll see you tomorrow.